Hello, 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 and welcome in again. Welcome back. I don't know what that was actually. If you're just joining us and you have no idea what I'm talking about, don't just skip over this part. um, but no, it said on the video, I thought it was the video or the music, and it could be, but as of right now, there's no violations on my back office. Let me double check, triple check. The video was still up. Like you were able to view it. I just now privated it because I was afraid, what if like I left it going and then like it clipped me for that music? Because that's what I thought it was getting me for. But it doesn't have anything in the red. So I'm not in trouble, which is good. I'm not in trouble. I'm not in trouble. But that's just so weird. It was literally the end of that video, you guys. We had, oh my gosh, okay, we were on 1320 of a video that was 1358. So, and it said on their policy though, it said like policy violations, like almost like it was for like bullying or something. I don't know. I don't know. That's what I don't know, Tempest. I'm wondering. Now I'm side eyeing, because it said policy. I wish I would have like looked at it better before I just like clicked out. But it said like policy something. Maybe I should put the video back up and try to do it. But welcome in. Let's do this again. And if you're coming over from the other stream, thank you guys for coming over here. I don't know what I don't know what was going on. I guess it was the video that we used. Maybe I didn't pause enough. Sometimes if you play the videos, they have that little background music in it. They'll get you for the background music. But they haven't shut my stream down since Idaho days, guys. I feel like we were doing something bad over here. Hey, DM. Hey, Aries. We love you, YouTube. Catherine. Hey, Catherine. Hey, Tempest. Hey, Val. Hey, Linda. Hey, Reversed Images. It's a good name. Did I say hi to you, Jan? Now I can't even remember because what said on the other live. Hey, Princess, welcome in. Hey, Tony. It's good to see everybody back over here. Thank you guys for joining me again. I appreciate that. That was a good video that I was showing. I thought that it was very educational, but whatever. We won't show that again. But I do have some updates for you in the case. So I just wanted to come back. I want to give you guys those updates. So police continue to search for, Mamta Kafle Bhatt. It's been more than a month since she's disappeared. Her husband, Naresh Bhatt, is in a Prince William County jail right now. He is being held on concealment of a body because of evidence that was found near his home that led the police to, come to that conclusion. He had bought a set of 3 knives. The next day, he goes to another Walmart, buys cleaning supplies, attempts to clean up the home. The investigators know better. So this is where we're kind of at now. But I want to show you guys this because this is the aerial view here of them. Let me duplicate this actually, and I'll make this bigger. That way you guys can see what they're like, what they were doing. And as I read I'll read the article. It's kind of like interactive. More than a month after she disappeared from her Manassas Park home, police were back in the community Thursday searching for additional evidence in the case of Mamta Kafle Bhatt. Investigators searched the area surrounding Manassas Christian School, Camp Carodenlet, and a portion of Blooms Park. According to the school's website, the school itself has moved location. The building appears to be vacant. Manassas Park Police said detectives developed the areas as locations of interest through methodical review of recently obtained records. I'm assuming those records could be maybe his car or his phone. Police said no additional evidence was found Thursday, but the scene was still very active. Investigators urge anyone who may know of Mamta Kafle Bhatt's whereabouts to contact them at 701-361-1136. Anonymous tips can be submitted at Manassas Park Crime Solvers at 703-330-0330. According to court documents, investigators believe Naresh Bhatt killed his wife, Mamta Kafle Bhatt, in late July and dragged her body outside their Manassas Park home. I'm still wondering which door. I want to know if it was through the garage, if it was through the front door. Where is this in relation to the basement door for these people that live in the basement? Do they have a basement exit? Is there an exit down there to where, they don't have to come upstairs to leave the home? You know what I mean? Normally in basements, you don't have an extra exit out there. You just don't. But maybe they installed one because they knew they were going to have people living there. I don't know. But if he dragged her out the front door and those people left, they would have seen the drag marks. They would have seen the evidence. So they would have known a little bit what was going down. But they do believe that that's what he did. He dragged her body outside their home through police. Though police have confirmed that have never confirmed, never, that Mamta is dead and have not charged Naresh with murder. He's facing a lone charge of concealing a body. The 37-year-old man was arrested by Manassas Park Police, and he's being held without bond. Prosecutors have presented evidence to charge Naresh Bhatt with murder, and have not presented evidence to charge Naresh Bhatt with murder, and he has not confessed to killing his wife. So he's keeping quiet. Naresh Bhatt's public defender waived his right to a grand jury Thursday in an effort to get this case before a jury sooner. They want to exercise their speedy trial right. Throughout the proceedings, the defense has argued that the Prince William County Commonwealth's Attorney's Office is missing the primary evidence, Mamta's body. Prosecutors say they are planning for a 6-day jury trial. The defense wants to start the trial sometime in December or early January. Prosecutors want more time and have requested a late January or early February date. After a long back and forth, they failed to come to an agreement, which means they'll be back in court with Naresh Bhatt on September 16th. Mamta's loved ones say searches like the ones being conducted Thursday are giving them hope that they'll get justice. And I love that they're doing these searches like this. They come on, they stream live, aerial of where they're at, what they're doing. I'm appreciative of that. They don't have to do this for us. I don't know if this is the news or if this is like the officers themselves, but either way, it's nice to see that they're giving the community the reassurance that they need, that they're keeping them safe and they're doing everything that they can to find Mamta because she is loved. And I don't think Naresh realized when he did this how big this story was going to turn out for him. I think he thought, no one will miss her. She's just a woman. She's just a woman. That's how I think he thought of her. I think that's what he thought of her, just like she's nothing. Their marriage was, put together. It was an arranged marriage. I'm sure he didn't think, I could just see him not thinking highly of her, and he should have. She seems like a beautiful person. So, let's see here. It says, I have no doubt that the Commonwealth is putting together a very strong case, said Holly Worth, Mamta's former colleague. I think there is wealth of evidence that's already been connected by Prince William by the time, I don't know this is, sorry guys, it went off. I can just push it back over here. I think there is a wealth of evidence that's already been connected by the Prince William by the crime lab. Manassas Park Police Department are processing that evidence. It's going to take time. Mr. Bhatt thinks he's smart, but I guarantee you the weight of justice is leaning hard on him, and we are going to see this come to fruition. For the first time, Mamta's mother and brother were in court Thursday after arriving from Nepal last week. Okay, I thought it was aunt, so uncle. So mother, uncle is here with baby. They now have baby. It's their first time seeing Naresh Bhatt in person since Mamta went missing. They did not want to speak on camera, but through a spokesperson, they said they are appreciative of the work that prosecutors are doing in the case. Another search warrant was executed on the couple's home late last month, according to Police Chief Mario Lugo. He would not comment on what evidence they were looking for at that time. The couple had been married for more than 3 years, and in the last year, the couple moved to their Manassas Park home with their now 1-year-old daughter. Naresh Bhatt was an automated logistics specialist. in the Army Reserve from June 2017 to February 2024. He's had no deployments and left the Army in the rank of specialist, according to the Army's public affairs spokesperson. The court-appointed public defender representing Naresh Bhatt said during his bond hearing that he is a U.S. citizen with a security clearance. Previously, the defense argued that he should not remain in custody because he has no criminal record for violence or domestic A. In June of 2020, Naresh Bhatt was by Fairfax County Police, and in October of 2020, he was transitioned to police recruit, but was dismissed 22 days later for unsuccessfully fulfilling the requirements of his role. Police told WUSA 9. Couldn't do it. Couldn't feel those pants. Prosecutors say that throughout the police investigation, Naresh Bhatt provided detectives with conflicting stories about his wife. During an August 2nd welfare check conducted at the Bhatt residence at the request of Mamta's colleagues, Naresh allegedly told police that he was in the process of separating with his wife. Prosecutors say he told officers that Mamta was either in New York or Texas visiting family. I haven't heard this before. Okay. So first story he says is he says she's in New York or Texas visiting family. Because I remember the first story of him just saying he hadn't seen her. And she'd done this before. But they allege that the 28-year-old nurse had no biological family in the U.S. He also allegedly told police that Mamta had destroyed her phone before leaving. And we know that's not be true. She talked to her friend, you know. That's another thing he didn't think of, that she would actually talk to her friend. And she would tell multiple people about him. Not just, a couple. It would be multiple. This reminds me, like, of Madalena Kojikari. It really does, because they're both here. They don't have family here in the U.S., and they're both missing, and they very much both deserve to come home to their families. And the people that did it to them, they need to be arrested and prosecuted to the fullest extent of the law. You're such a U.S. citizen, you could take the U.S. citizen punishment. Because we don't take kindly to that. So it says here, prosecutors say Naresh Bhatt first told police the last time he had seen his wife was on the night of July 31st, but later said it was on the morning of August 1st. The public defender argued that the dates are conflicting because of the time frame in question. There's not that much of a time frame. Naresh Bhatt says it was not uncommon for Mamta to not come home. Yeah, I don't see that. Just leaving her baby. Okay, no. He said she has left for extended periods at time at least 3 times prior, and she always had her baby. Naresh Bhatt told the news, Katie Lusso, that was the woman that got, the interview, that a Manassas Park detective told him to look for his wife and give police a call when he got tired of searching for her. I don't really see the police saying that either. Yeah, just give us a call when you get tired of searching for her, and then we'll come out and we'll make a report. I don't see that. And welcome in, everybody. Welcome on in. Happy birthday. Whose birthday is it? Is it Sirius's birthday? I can't see the chat. It goes on another page. Well, if it is happy birthday to your daughter, Mary Beth. Hey, Wolfie. Now I'm in the chat. Hey, Mike. True middle birthday, daughter's birthday. Okay, let me see. I'm going back in the chat. I'm sorry, guys. Happy birthday, Sirius. That's so exciting. Happy birthday. I missed it. I missed the whole chat I was reading. I'm so sorry. That's awesome. I love birthdays, except for when they're my own. I used to love my birthday. I used to celebrate that whole damn month. You couldn't tell me nothing. When it was October 1st, put out the pumpkins and put out my birthday cake, because we are celebrating all month long. I used to really celebrate. I should still do that, Should still do that. Especially the older you get, you should celebrate your birthdays even more, So I think that was the rest of this. Oh, no, we got more. Dang, how much more do we got? Whew. They really gave us a story. The public defender said Naresh Bhatt reached out to the same detective on August 4th via text, but that officer did not respond until the following day. Manassas Park police say that on August 5th, Naresh Bhatt reported his wife as missing, although police was there to check on her and do a welfare check on the 2nd, and he could have reported her missing then. On August 7th, Naresh posted on Facebook that his wife had been missing. He asked people to contact the nearest police department. I appreciate your unconditional support and hope to get help down the road in future days, he wrote. And we went over that. On August 12th, the news spoke to Naresh Bhatt outside the Manassas Park Police Department. We remember this interview. Remember him? After he had been interrogated for hours, he refused to speak on camera, but during the recorded conversation, he said he did not want to speak about the timeline of events and said, I'm suffering from a lot. Remember, he said he's the only one suffering. He's suffering the most. In the other interview, I'm suffering the most, he said. That's probably my favorite when people say that, that like, I mean, you really have no common sense, Naresh. On August 14th, Naresh Bhatt addressed a concerned and angry crowd outside the Manassas Park Police Department who questioned his lack of answers following his wife's death. Thank you for what you're doing and in a positive way, Naresh Bhatt told the crowd. And we saw that on our previous live. We just did. Hours later, Naresh Bhatt told the news, Katie Lusso, that the couple ate dinner together and were taking care of their daughter the last time he saw her. We are on the evening of Wednesday. She was the one who cooked and do the kitchen stuff. We do not have any specific conversation. We do not have any argument or something like that. Naresh Bhatt has not been seen in the community searches conducted for his wife during the days that followed her disappearance. He didn't want to do it. Because he knows. Manassas Park Police initially reported that Naresh Bhatt had been cooperative during the investigation, but on August 21st, police chief called him a person of interest during a late night news conference. He's been a point of interest and everyone knows that. On August 22nd, Naresh Bhatt was escorted out of his home in handcuffs and processed at the Prince William County Adult Detention Center for concealing a dead body. Prosecutors said during his arraignment that Naresh Bhatt sold his Tesla on August 19th and had attempted to sell his home to two people prior to his arrest. Wonder how much he's selling it for, I wonder if it was really cheap. I wonder if just how much he was really selling that for, But this is what his defense says. His defense says Naresh Bhatt sold his car and attempted to sell his residence because he had financial issues. Naresh Bhatt had to pay $1,200 in car payments and $6,000 for his mortgage, according to the public defender. I don't see that house being $6,000, but okay. And you had someone living there with you. Okay. He also added that the father was dedicated to taking care of his daughter and was not allowed to return to work following the disappearance of his wife. On July 30th, prosecutors say Naresh Bhatt traveled to a Walmart in Chantilly to purchase 3 knives, 2 of which were unaccounted for. The following day, he was captured on surveillance video at a different Walmart purchasing cleaning supplies, according to prosecutors. You freaking idiots going to Walmart. Prince William County Judge Lisa Beard said that Naresh Bhatt should remain in custody without bond because she considers there is substantial evidence that he is a threat to the community and a risk of flight. During the bond hearing, prosecutors said that the U.S. Secret Service had offered up evidence that agency believed was pertinent in the case against Naresh Bhatt. What? Because he has special clearance. What? It says during the bond hearing, prosecutors said the U.S. Secret Service had offered up evidence that agency believed was pertinent in the case against Naresh Bhatt. According to prosecutors, in April, Naresh Bhatt allegedly used his work laptop to search. How long does it take to get married after spouse die? And what happened to dead spouse? Man, why is people be doing it on the work computers too. Don't Google anything. He is scheduled to be in court Thursday morning. According to court records, Bhatt is expected to waive his right to a grand jury. His defense attorney filed a motion Tuesday asking to waive the grand jury. And that's what happened. A judge decided last week to waive Naresh Bhatt's preliminary hearing for the single felony count he's facing for concealing a dead body. Throughout the proceedings, Bhatt's defense attorney has insisted that the evidence presented by prosecutors is weak, particularly because Naresh Bhatt is facing a single charge of concealing a dead body, and Mamta's body has not been found because it's concealed. We can't find her. Lawyers spoke to the news. It says Naresh Bhatt's public defender is trying to speed this case so it heads to trial quicker. The hearing was scheduled for October 24th. In it, prosecutors would lay out all the evidence that they have against Naresh Bhatt. Time is of the essence, and I think the public defender was really smart to try to speed things up. Yeah, I mean, that, of course. He's only charged right now with one single count of concealing a dead body. The faster his trial is, the faster he could be in jail. He'll serve his time served and be pieced out, just like Diana Kojikari. We're going to have a rinse and freaking repeat if he gets to go. I mean, a rinse and repeat. The news did? Oh, those crime scene pics. Yeah, I don't know. I don't know, Mo. I realized what you said after, I realized what they were, like which pictures you were referring to. Yeah, so wow, yeah. It says, if a judge grants the request to waive the grand jury hearing Thursday, the case would go directly to trial. Legal analysts say the odds are stacked against the prosecution, so the faster a case moves, the more pressure law enforcement is under to find additional evidence. Yeah, and that's the truth. They had this like video camera going for an hour and 23 minutes, so people were in there just looking, like, you know, they're just watching. Like, look at all that wooded area. Like, oh my Lord. That's just too much. Like, look at all that. I mean, if you got a few cops with you, you're gonna need more help. It kind of bothers me too now that you're saying something about it. Like, because it is a little like the one with the BLOOD, like in the bottom of the tub was a lot. I remember saying, like, we showed them once one here real quick. Well, I don't usually try to show stuff like that. Like when they had like Delphi, when those pictures were released. Like, I don't even know if I showed the F1 here. We may have ended up showing it, but I showed it quickly. I was just like, here I'm showing it and I'm taking it off the screen fast. So apparently one of Mamta's friends have come forward, and we have heard from a couple of her friends now, but one of them did an exclusive interview with people, and they were saying that she was reaching out to her, just telling her about, the abuse in the relationship. Just saying, things weren't good with Naresh, that they were fighting. She would see Mamta come to work with like bruises on her. Once in February, Mamta came to work with a bruise on her face. Her friend says, like, I'd offer her a place to stay or, give her resources. And then Mamta would, maybe be like, okay. And then she'd come back a little bit later on and be like, well, I want to give my marriage a chance, or try another try. And that's the sad reality of this case. She gave him too many tries, And they both, there's two people that came forward, and they both said she was crying for help. For whatever reason, they didn't have the strength, or they didn't feel like it was the right time to leave. I think they should have called. Okay. Let's watch this little short video. It's just looking ahead. Husband of Mamta Kafle Bhatt due back in court Thursday morning, and let's see what they have to say about him going into court today. And there's no court camera, no cameras in court, so that's kind of stinky. Is the volume on? No.
We're going to be there as well when Naresh Bhatt faces a judge. He's the husband of Mamta Kafle Bhatt, the young mother who has been missing for more than a month now. Our Katie Lusso has been helping lead our coverage since Mamta disappeared. And Katie, what should we know before court tomorrow?
Yeah, Lorenzo, this case is complicated. Right now, police say they believe Naresh Bhatt killed his wife, Mamta Kafle Bhatt. However, she is still classified as missing, and her husband is only charged with concealing a dead body. Well, tonight, one major question is tomorrow's hearing connected in any way to last week's search of Signal Hill Park?
It's hard in some ways to believe that it's been a month.
Wednesday night, friends and neighbors wearing Justice for Mamta pins stood outside the Manassas Park Police Department.
We're not going to give up.
For weeks, they've rallied, prayed, lit candles, and conducted their own searches for the 28-year-old mother. She was last seen at work at UVA Health Prince William Medical Center on July 27th, but posted on social media and spoke with a friend on the 28th. In an interview with WUSA 9 on August 14th, her husband Naresh Bhatt told us last time he saw his wife was the night of the 31st.
Talk to me about the last time you saw her.
In the evening of the Wednesday, we were here and then we ate together.
1 week after that interview, police searched the home and identified him as a person of interest.
He is a person of interest. He's been a point of interest, and everybody knows that.
On August 22nd, he was arrested and charged with concealing a dead body. Police believe he killed her, citing that they found blood in the bedroom and bathroom, along with evidence that a body had been dragged out of the house. Police say he also sold his Tesla and tried to sell their home. Investigators say they were able to recover his car, but still no signs of Mamta.
I don't believe she's still
On August 30th, police searched Signal Hill Park, which is less than a mile from the couple's home, telling WUSA 9 it was in connection to Mamta's disappearance and that any evidence found will be processed to figure out if it's connected to the investigation. As for their 1-year-old daughter, we're told she's with Mamta's mother and brother, who flew in from Nepal last week. Her friends and
That's
community
amazing.
vowing to not give up on getting her justice.
At the end of the day, somebody knows something.
Now, tonight, I asked the Manassas Park Police Chief if there's any connection between last week's search of Signal Hill Park and tomorrow's hearing, but we have not heard back yet. Lorenzo?
Yeah, I just keep thinking.
Yeah, they're not saying much. They're keeping a lot of it to the vest, tied to the vest, which I understand. I understand that. They are searching for, a missing person right now. And they do come out and they give us a little bit of press here and there, but we are hearing a little bit more than, in some other cases, I would say. Now, this is going to be a video on, before we do that, I'm going to show you a video after court proceedings and what happened. But this is Naresh Bhatt's, I don't know what you call this, his docket number, docket search. I did a docket search and this is the information that came up. How about that? But it looks like that, now I don't know what a term is, but it says grand jury 10-7 and then term on 10-8. So it looks like they're pretrial motions. It looks like they're going to be heading to trial. But then it says withdrawn. I don't know. We're going to watch this video, so maybe that'll tell us. But he is indicted on a felony charge of concealment of a dead body. His offenses were, I think they got, what was the offense date? 7/30/2024. This was filed on 8/29. Doesn't have his final deposition in there yet because it wouldn't until it's all over with. But pleadings and orders, initial filings, exhibits, appoint ex parte judge, to waive grand jury, continue for, I don't know what that means, continue custody motion. Okay, let's see. So I just wanted to show you his little chart thing. I want to make sure too that this video over here is not like, that's still so weird, y'all. I just don't understand it. Nothing's up here like saying that I did bad. I'm just gonna check one more place. Okay, I don't see it anywhere. Okay, maybe I got lucky and they're not gonna like get me. And we only need 8 more subscribers till we get like our next number, 18.3. I think it is. Wow, that's a lot. It's a lot, guys. Okay, so actually, let's read over this first, and then we'll share that video. I'll share that video with you guys. But this is the press release for Mamta for today, September the 5th, 2024. This is from the Manassas Police Department. It says the Manassas Park Police Department is continuing to actively investigate the Mamta Kafle disappearance. Today, with the assistance of the Prince William County Police Department Search and Rescue Team, we are conducting a search of areas in the following locations: Bloom's Crossing Community, the area surrounding Manassas Christian School, Camp Carodonlet, and a portion of Bloom's Park for evidence related to the investigation. Detectives developed these areas as locations of interest through methodical review of recently obtained records. We are asking the community to please be patient with us and allow the search teams to conduct the search. At this time, no additional assistance is being requested or needed. No evidence has been located at this time. If anything develops that can be shared, we will follow up with a press release. If anyone knows the whereabouts of Mamta Kafle Bhatt or information pertaining to the case, please contact the Manassas Park Police Department at 703-361-1136. Anonymous tips can be submitted to Manassas City /Manassas Park Crime Solver 703-330-0330 or manassascrimesolvers.org. They got all kinds of stuff. Hey, Captain. Right, Val? Yeah. Hey, Hershey. Hey, Sunday. Hey, sure, Hershey. And those will say, hey, Sunday, look at that. That's cute. And 11 summer mood. I see you guys. I saw you guys come in. I meant to say hi to you guys. Welcome in, everybody. Oh, I might want to share this with you, right? I was like, whoa, I made that really big. Okay, so this is going to be what happened in court today. It looks like he's been granted a speedy trial. Now, I don't know how we'll find out exactly when the trial's starting because it says in his paperwork, I think a different date. But I think they withdrew that. So they'll have a different date to when they're going to trial. But they said it was only going to be like a 7-day trial, a 4-day trial, a 4-day, I think. So I don't know how long we'll have to look into that. Like how long you could get for concealment of a body. But I know with Madalena Kojikari's case and her mom being let out, she was put in there for failure to report a child missing. Her child is still missing to this day, and she's back in her home country. Like she served like 2 years or almost like that, a year and a half, and then they released her because they had no choice because of the charges, which to me is just, and it makes me irate. This is a child. Madalena is a child in her case. This is a mother. Like what's going on here? What's happening? Let me turn this up. Okay, hold on. There we go.
Appearance. Friends and some people who did not even know Mamta Kafle Bhatt gathered in Manassas Park.
The 28-year-old nurse and mother of a baby girl is believed to have been killed in her home, but her body has not been found.
News 4's Jackie Benson spoke with people who say they keep showing up to be a voice for Mamta and to raise awareness of domestic violence.
We do not want anyone, any other Mamta in the future, and we do not want anyone suffer in their own home.
On August 22nd, police arrested Mamta Kafle Bhatt's husband, Naresh Bhatt, on the charge of concealing a dead body. The arrest came after many in the community expressed concerns that Mamta's disappearance, she was last seen alive July 27th, did not seem to be given enough attention. This despite information from friends that the 28-year-old pediatric nurse who worked at UVA Prince William Medical Center was having problems in her marriage and had expressed concerns for her safety. At one point, Mamta's friends and many who did not know her took it upon themselves to search a park near the Bhatt home.
They become my friends. We are all here for the same reason, to find Mamta, and it has consumed us.
I'm a nurse and community member, and I met Mamta in passing, and there's a great kinship in being a nurse, and I don't need to know her heart.
Mamta and Naresh Bhatt were both from Nepal. Her disappearance was followed closely by Northern Virginia's Nepalese community and even in Nepal.
This was news all over Nepal, they know like I'm from the United States, and even I'm from the Virginia, and everywhere when I
I
goes
need
to
to be
visit
more
my
familiar with
family,
Nepal.
friends, they keep asking about those things.
Many of those who've attended the vigils and rallies say they have a strong interest in working with state legislators to strengthen domestic violence laws and policies. In Manassas Park, Jackie
Oh.
Benson, News 4.
See, I didn't know this. I didn't know that Nepal was. I'm glad I looked. You might think that I'm crazy, but I didn't know that it was South Asia. I didn't know that's where Nepal was. It's beautiful. The little pictures they're showing on, Google. Because I was wondering, this isn't so bad, but I just was wondering. I thought their background was something else. So I'm glad I looked it up because I'm like, you need to be schooled, girl. You need to be schooled. You should have known that. But I'll show you the pictures. The pictures are like beautiful. Let me bring it up. Like, why don't we have this stuff in the United States? We can't have nice things. Like, look how pretty this is. Like, look at look at the mountains. Look at the mountains. Wow. Beautiful. Beautiful. Well, I'm glad, Steve. That's why I look stuff up because I know that there's probably somebody else out there that doesn't want to ask the question, or doesn't know the answer, and they may not want to ask the question because I mean, like, I always be asking. I'll always ask the crazy questions. Maybe people would know the answer to, but I might not. So yeah, oh my gosh, it's so pretty though. Because when they were putting them under like their ethnicity was like saying Asian / something else. And I was like, what? Because the United States is relatively new. Yeah. I changed my ID to late again. Hey, Teresa. It's pretty. Oh, I bet the Himalayas are pretty. Yeah, me too. Val, I was really clueless. Nepal, I was like, I thought that they were like of Indians extent. Can't even say the word now. Descent. Let me see. Oh, look at this. What's that mean? Oh, it just like popped up. It said India to Nepal by bus. 31 hours by bus. So I guess maybe that's why, because it's close proximity. Maybe I was thinking that. We're gonna learn over here. I need to go. I need to be like I need to do a travel channel and go to Nepal. You guys give me a bunch of money, right? That's what we'll do. You guys give me a bunch of money and I'll go to Nepal. I'll take pictures and I'll show them to you. I'm totally kidding. I'm totally kidding. That would be funny though. Like, I'm just going to show you pictures though. You do it, I'd have to send you something back if I went on vacation somewhere like this, just to do it. I mean, even on my own. Like, look at that. I'd have to come back and show you guys something from there. It's beautiful. Like, look at all that greenery. Oh, wow. It's pretty. I would say it'd be very expensive. Yeah, to travel there. I don't know. Maybe you can get a good deal. Me too, Val. We both need a dunce cap. If anyone makes fun of us, don't worry. There's Wolfie. My favorite person is back here, Wolfie. I feel like Wolfie and Aries would get along really well. Do you guys know each other? I don't know why, but I feel like you guys would. I don't know why that just in my mind. I was like, Wolfie and Aries would make like a really cool team. You guys go around YouTube telling people like, you're always in the good chats and you guys are always telling people what's up. Mean ghoul asparagus groupie Wolfie asparagus. Oh my gosh, I saw Melissa's her little thing that she put on her community tab about the asparagus. I was like, oh my gosh, that's so funny. Is that what happened? to Aries, and someone was being mean to Aries, and I don't like it. I'll go up. If I heard it, I would be all up in there because I do that. I take up for people. That's where my mouth comes. Like, it comes out. I try not to, like, I try to be, reserved, a reserved lady. But if I ever see someone being mean to someone I care about, or even if I don't really even care about them, I'll say something like that one time with Dago. I didn't even care about him. I just didn't like that John was saying something mean about him. And that bit me in the butt. That bit me in the butt. Val, I wasn't matchmaking. I just think they make a cool team. I like them both. I like you guys both. I feel like you guys would make a good team, though. You need to combat all the craziness on these streets. Was that Mount Everest? Well, it was beautiful. Actually, wait a minute. Hold on. We're Solo. Was it Solo? No. It was Alicia that went to Japan, and she was sending us these pictures, and they were just breathtaking. Breathtaking. I would never want to try to climb Mount Everest. Mount Everest. I would never want to try to climb any mountains, actually. Vincent and I went to what's it, conservatory? Is that what it's called? What do they call it? Okay, I don't want to say it wrong. It's where, like, you can look at the big telescopes and look over, like, the whole town of LA. I'm trying to think of the word. It starts with a C. I can't think of it. Anyways, but we walked up there. It was on a hill, a really, really, really tall hill. And it was over 100 degrees. Vincent sits right up this hill. I'm like, okay, so I'm cool, There was nowhere to walk. There was just a road. So there was no gravel on the side or nothing really to walk on. And it went straight down, like straight down on one side. So I'm trying to walk. He's like holding me like from behind, like holding my shirt just so I don't fall. And it took us like 40 minutes to get up this hill because it was that long. Conservatory. Yes, that's what it's called. That's what I thought, but I was going to say that wrong because I was thinking conservatorships. Observatory. That's what it is. Observatory. That's what it is. I think Is it Griffith? It might have been Griffith. You might be right. Might have been that one. It's huge. It's beautiful. I think I have pictures. I do. I have pictures of it. I'll have to post them somewhere. But it's so funny. I took a video. I should post the video. I was gonna beat Vincent. I was gonna beat him. He parked all the way down the hill, like, because he didn't think he could get parking anywhere close, and he parked the furthest car from the spot where we were going to be looking out over. And I just remember, like, we got all the way up there. I was like, I did it. I was so happy for myself. Climbed this hill because my legs don't really, they shouldn't be working that hard. And I realized how far we were. And I was like, Vincent, we could have just parked up here, right? Like, there's spots everywhere. And I was like, okay. So then but the way back down wasn't bad. It was brutal. The walk was so brutal. Like, I usually don't complain about, walking like that much, because I usually can sit down whenever I need to or whatever. But I was like, next time I'm going to bring a wheelchair and have him push my butt up. He could push my butt up the hill. But it was beautiful. It was really, really beautiful. Exercise, Tanya. Yeah. No, I didn't like that. Oh, I was supposed to exercise today. I forgot. Shoot. I took yesterday off. I did it Monday, Tuesday. I was so excited, and then I stopped. I just don't want to work out. Does that make sense? Does anyone else feel that? I feel like people could feel me on that. Like, I don't want to work out. I just don't. I want to be skinny. I used to be like a toothpick. I used to be so small. I'm like, I just don't want to work out. I literally live like 2 doors down from the gym. It's so close. Yes, I remember that. Yeah, Mingle. Said Tanya, remember when you were in a chat a year ago and I was upset I liked you and didn't want you hearing the lies and bullshit. You know, I try not to. Well, thank you. Well, thank you, Wolfie. I appreciate you. I do. I appreciate you. I was reading the chat a little bit. There was I need to go live on my second channel because there was there's like some stuff I wanted to kind of address, but I don't really want to. I don't know. I don't know really if I want to address them or need to address it at the same time. You know, maybe I'll do a poll because I don't know. People just don't believe what you hear because there's a lot of lies going on out there. That's all I'm gonna say. I was literally in bed last night and I about I think about like I don't know. I was like, what? Like I was blown away by what I was hearing. So yeah, you do see through it. You did. Everyone will in turn in time, MacArthur Park was written about the park around Griffith Observatory. Really? Wow, about Aaron. Yeah, Lisa. Wow, and now I want to go to California. We're not going on our trip this year like we normally go on. Not that I know of, unless we're having a surprise trip that I don't know about. But like, and it's not for me. The trip isn't really for me. It's more for Vincent so he can see his mama bear, But I think that I kind of like those 10 days or 7 days away, Other than the dogs, I don't like leaving the dogs. We have a great sitter now, so I don't mind. But the first 2 years, we thought we had a great sitter, but we don't think we really did. So I don't know if Aries is still here or not. I hadn't seen him. You live here and have room. Well, Mama, I'm surprised you have the room if you live down there near LA. Vince's mom has a beautiful home right outside of LA in Hacienda Heights. And they live up on a hill. And I've never seen such a big hill. Oh my gosh. I told Vince, I was like, you must have rode your bike down this hill when you were a kid. I was like, that must have been terrifying. Because they actually have hills mountains out there. Like in Ohio, we have like hills. It's not a mountain. We don't have mountains. 109, Linda. Oh my gosh, it's warm there. It's cooling down here. Actually, just kidding. It's 87 here. It's not cooling down. I thought it was. Wow, look at that. Everybody knows about the observatory. She is. Isn't Jan? Jan is the kindest. She is. I was thinking about Jan and Isabel earlier whenever I was in another chat. They were talking about, someone was talking about mods or something. And I'm just like, I like my mods. I don't get to see them near as much as I want to because, I do go live pretty late, but I love my mods. I actually thought about moving the live up a little bit earlier tonight. So I think I'm going to, actually. I have to be at the dentist tomorrow. I just remembered. At 8:30 in the morning, and it's an hour and a half trip there, and I have to run Vincent to work, so that's like 30 minutes. So yeah, it's a little bit of a trip. But yeah, I think that's all I have for you for Mamta. Let me check. Actually, let me check because I got so many pages open. I don't think there's anything else. I haven't seen anything new in. Oh wait, did we watch this? Yeah, we did. Okay. I didn't see anything new in like Sebastian's case. I haven't seen any rumors or anything being started in his case other than yesterday the bombshell of Dog the Bounty Hunter, coming on his case and doing all the stuff, all the things. I love that. I'd be petty and go at a certain time. Well, I feel like I usually go like at 9:35. I could always go a little later. What if I went at like 12 midnight? Like you guys would be like, what is she doing? No, if I ever came on at like midnight, that would be just because I was really bored and I wanted to hang out. I live oh, I what I lived to meet you if you come out. Hacienda Heights is up the street. I bake bread and teach Pilates. Oh, and yoga. Oh, that's so sweet. Vince's mom does Zumba. Well, she was anyway last year, I think, the year before, but she was doing it at the park there where they live. And I'm like, your mom's more active than we are. Like, that's so awesome, though. That's crazy. I know. I wish we were going on our trip this year. I'm kind of missing it. But I think I need to send Vincent. Like, I need to figure out a way. Like, I need to think back to when he started working and then see when he can get vacation days. So I know, and then just plan it for him or something. You know, just plan it and be like, here you go, buddy. Because he's 30. He'll be 36 this year. He needs to go see his mom. His brother just turned 40, I believe. So you're about 10 minutes or 10 miles. Really, Linda? It seems like a lot of people are from California. Wow. Well, next time I'm in California, I'll make sure to let everyone know. We'll have to do like a dinner or something. I know a lot of YouTube creators that do that. Like they'll do like a meet and greet or something, and they'll do it at like a place where you can sit down and have a dinner or whatever, you know? Because I still have like such a tight, smaller channel. I feel like where I don't think 17,000 of you would show up. Do you know what I mean? So I think we would be able to do something like that. That'd be fun. Yes. I know I should send Vince out there. I just need to get him a plane ticket. I just need to make sure he can get off work. You know, that's the major thing. Getting him off work. And then he don't even need a rental car because he has a car out there. He could drive the car back. That's what we thought about doing. But we'll have to see. But thank you guys all for being here tonight. I think we might do Sarah Boone this evening because Nancy Grace, like I said in the beginning of the last live, that got, you know, I don't know what happened there. Nancy Grace did coverage of Sarah Boone. And so I thought that would be pretty interesting. She has not been found. Thanks, Mingle. Oh man, I got so much to say. I need to do a video on my second channel and go over some things. Especially like I might actually go late live there one night. You never know what's going to happen over on that channel. I feel like because I feel like that's going to be my channel to talk on when I need to talk. I also can go live now on the old TikTok. Don't know when I ever will, if I ever will, but you know, just figured I would let you guys know that. I don't think there's really anything else. Seeing if there is. It just looks like the police are continuing to search for Mamta. If I hear anything at all, I'll let you know. It looks like JLR just hit 250K subscribers. Congratulations to JLR. I mean, that's a huge accomplishment. Wow. But yeah, that's all I got for you for today. Well, thank you guys for being here. I appreciate it so much. I'll see you guys all on the next live. And yeah. Okay, you got sub. Okay. So make sure you guys watch on the replay if you didn't catch us. We did a video, the first video. I don't know what it was like. It took us off. It was like, no, the bad Tanya, you're not allowed to play that video. But it's never told me on my dashboard I did anything wrong. So pray that it just keeps doing that. Because I don't want to get red. I don't like red or anything being on my zone. I don't like that. That means bad to me. Like my brain does not compute that right. Unless it's like a red heart. So thank you guys for being here. I'll see you guys all this evening. If I don't, have a wonderful rest of your day. I mean, it is already Thursday. We're almost to Friday, you know? I will be on a little bit earlier tonight, so I may come back on between 8:15 and 9:15. We'll see. You know, I'll go check the analytics, see who all will be on at that time, and I'll come back. So I'll see you guys all here in a little bit. Have a wonderful day. Bye.